Attend ask questions. If you have any question as the presentation is going on, you can use the chat box, and also you are able to have access to the recording of this presentation after the event has passed. So we would record and also share this with you via the email. Joining the session today is Mrs. Olakweju Ibekwe, who is the Executive Director, Sterling One Foundation, and also a presentation by giving.ng will be done by Ezioma Kabike. Forgive my not calling these names correctly. My apologies. And also Mrs. Ruth Osigu. And then we'll have some live onboarding and also queue questions and answers. So to set us off for the day, I would now like to hand over to Mrs. Olakweju Ibekwe, who will be talking to us about Sterling Cares. And then what do you, Mrs. Ibekwe?
Thank you so much, Mr. Oyebisi, and I'd like to start with compliments of the season to everyone in the room today. Thank you for joining us for this, should I say, final webinar for 2021. I would like to sincerely appreciate the Nigerian Network of NGOs for their partnership towards empowering and supporting the development ecosystem in Nigeria. So today we will be speaking on giving funds for NGOs. I would like to ask my technical team to please put up the slides so we can speak from the presentation. And I must mention also that we have something also that I would like to add to what we already have in stock for you, because we're constantly thinking of ways to support the work you do, the fantastic work you do more and more. So like Mr. Ibisi said, my name is Olakweju Ibekwe, and I currently work with the Sterling One Foundation. And straight up, this session we're having today is a follow-on from different sessions we've had in the course of 2021. And we're going to speak to how you can increase your revenue and drop your costs. And also in other ways we can support orphanages in Nigeria in 2022. So you need to sign up with us to leverage all these opportunities. We had a last session sometime in November when we spoke to the revenue streams for nonprofits. And the subject then was increasing your revenue in 2022. So we will just want to use this opportunity to just do a short review on different ways we can increase your revenue in 2022. And these, of course, I'm sure some of us and most of us are already aware of these, which include fundraising events, merchandising, corporate sponsorships. Yes, once we understand what the corporate brands want to do and how it can align with their brand strategy, local and international grants and membership dues. Where we can help you is in the area of free banking and crowdfunding. And what this does is free banking immediately drops your cost, while the crowdfunding solution helps to increase your revenue. Why? Because we have unique grants available for you as an orphanage and as a non-for-profit organization in Nigeria. Mr. Ibisi is very excited about the Sterling Care solution, so please just hold on. We'll tell you all we have for you when it comes to Sterling Cares, because it's actually the first in Africa. And it is a solution just for you. It was established in partnership with the Nigerian Network of NGOs and our financial partner, Sterling Bank. And this is just to support you because we know you do fantastic work literally every day of the year. So many organizations are closing for the year, but here you are on the 23rd of December, still at work. And it shows that your work is so important for this country. And that's why we are here to support you. You can bank freely on Sterling Bank in partnership with the Sterling One Foundation and with the support of the Nigerian Network of NGOs. This solution is free. When we say free, what do we mean? Free means that you never ever have to pay bank charges ever again once you use the sterling.ng/cares product. Once you go to sterling.ng/cares, you get more information on the product if you want to get, if you like doing independent research. But if you don't, we can tell you all you need to know in this room, and you're free to please ask as many questions as you like, and we're here available to respond to all your questions. Once you use Sterling Cares account, is like it says, we care about you, and we're sterlingly caring about you. So that's the name of the product, Sterling Cares. It is free banking for you. You never have to pay bank charges ever again. If any charges are going to be paid on the account, maybe the charges that the telecommunication companies collect for you to get your SMS alerts on your account. And that is not up to us. But for us, when it comes to that account, once you don't even have to have a minimum balance. You can open it with zero balance and fund it at your convenience and use it. It's basically a product to ease all your financial transactions. And it also guarantees that if you get a donation of 10,000 naira today, you have access to the whole of the 10,000 naira. So you need all the funds you can get. So all the funds coming to you, you can utilize every bit of it to the last cover for that social impact project, to support those children in your orphanage, to provide health services, basically anything you need your funds for. Now, and to sign up to this account, I'm sure my colleagues, by the end of this session, there would be a link in the chat group that you can put up, and then you can reach us also via email, and you can reach us also even on social media. You can speak to us at giving.ng on Instagram, at giving.ng on LinkedIn, and giving.ng on Facebook also. So whichever way, and you can also call us. Our phone numbers are on giving.ng, so you can reach out to us if you want to sign up for this account, because I know that quite a number of us are winding down. You may not necessarily reach out to us over the next 1 to 2 weeks, but then in January, you reach out to us, and these are the different platforms on which you can reach out to us. I actually encourage you to follow us at giving.ng on Instagram, on giving.ng on LinkedIn, and on Facebook, to also get any other unique solution we have for you. So I've spoken to the fact that it is no transaction fees. You have access to accessing your funds from anywhere via the corporate internet banking solution, no initial minimum deposits, and then you get email alerts for you to see what is going on your product, on your account, and then you can also get your SMS alerts for the telcos. There's something I mentioned that is an addition. I'll speak to that later. So please, Zima, please, you can go on to the next portion, the next slide. Please, you can jump this. I want to come back to this. Now, what do you need to open this account? Because the bank is regulated by the Central Bank of Nigeria, basically to protect the depositors and also the financial system in Nigeria. There are some basic requirements by regulation. So it's not necessarily something that we can change. And those requirements have been listed here. I will speak to them for the purpose of this presentation, since we have this opportunity. And they include the account opening form, duly completed by the appropriate authorities, in the case maybe the secretary, the company secretary, the president of the organization, or the executive director, or the CEO, or the chairman of the NGO. And if you also require board approval also, you also let us know that the board has approved for that account to be opened for you to benefit from Sterling Cares, no charges forever. That's a fantastic solution, and it's the first solution like that in the whole of this continent, Africa. Then you have the memorandum and articles of association, the copy of certificate of registration, a resolution signed, I already spoke to that, by the board, stating that you can open the account, duly signed by the authorized representatives of your not-for-profit organization or your orphanage, and the mandate card for us to know who is authorized to sign to access the funds in the account, the valid means of identification of the signatories to the account. And this valid means of identification can either be the international passport or your driver's license and your voter's card, basically just to confirm that whoever it is that wants to authorize the funds on the account is who they claim to be to protect the funds of the NGO. And then the 2 recent clear passport photographs for each of the signatories. And then the location of the NGO would also be checked by the officer responsible for that. And then just as a hint, I know some NGOs have had challenges with SCOMO registration. In partnership also with the Nigerian Network of NGOs, please keep your fingers crossed. We're going to be bringing SCOMO to speak to us early 2022 for you to get information directly from them and get all the information you need to ensure that your SCOMO registration is seamless. So that is in the kitty for you. We're planning that for early, definitely January, February. You're definitely going to have that session. So please stay tuned and check your emails, follow us on social media so you will know when that session is available, so you can join in and get all the information you need for your SCOMO registration. Now we go on to giving.ng. I'm sure we've spoken to giving.ng at different sessions. If this is not your first time of attending our session, you would already know about giving.ng. But for the benefit of those that are just attending for the very first time, we present to you Africa's first free and only crowdfunding platform that provides grants on it. So for ease of understanding, giving.ng is like GoFundMe for Nigeria. However, the unique thing about giving.ng is, unlike GoFundMe, we also provide grants. 1, 2, and all the funds you raise on giving.ng go to you, or go to your product, or go to your project, or go to that program area, or go to that social impact initiative you're raising the funds for. So it is an opportunity like no other. It doesn't exist anywhere in Africa. It provides grants for you also. And then the other thing about it is, I know those in the room are leaders of NGOs and orphanages, but beyond NGOs and orphanages, even your alumni association can also benefit from giving.ng. You can raise funds for your alma mater and then provide different services for your school. Thank you very much. And that's it. You get grants up to ₦1 million for your project. And then keep your fingers crossed. That amount can actually increase in 2022. But then for now, this is what we have authorized by the board of our foundation and to make available for different projects in the social impact space. But for you can get grants up to ₦1 million for your crowdfunding project on giving.ng. And really, it's easy to register on giving.ng. The URL, the website is www.giving.ng. I say it again, www.giving.ng. And there's a register button there. Once you click on the register button, you can either register as an individual or as a registered organization. And as a registered organization, you have to put up the relevant document. Now, who do we serve? I was speaking to that already. We serve individuals, actually, can also raise funds. Like I can raise funds today on giving.ng and I can also access those grants. But for you, we are more to serve you because you do this every day. You support the less privileged and the disadvantaged population every day. So you are our primary audience for this solution. So we're here to serve you for this solution. Free crowdfunding and then additional funds to support your project, subject to some conditions. And the slides would go forward now, and then you'll see the other things that we have for you. This slide says it's not-for-profit organization, alumni associations, individuals, other registered bodies. So churches, mosques, all of them can raise funds on giving.ng and can also leverage our grants and benefit from our grants. But we want the NGOs and the orphanages to be the ones that will get most of these grants available. So that's why we're having this session bespoke for you, requesting that you come on board and benefit from the solution available for you. For the grant on giving.ng, if your project is in the health sector, education, food security, or renewable energy, it's perfect. You immediately qualify for those grants. You should be able to get up to 100 donors on your project because it's crowdfunding, and the power of that kind of funding is it is from the crowd. We'll do due diligence checks just to be sure that the funds are going to the right organization and for the right purpose. So that those that are legit do not now get disadvantaged because those that are illegitimate get the funds. We would like reports to be able to provide to the funding partners that we have on how the funds were utilized. You can get up to ₦1 million, and then if you're a member of the Nigerian network of NGOs, you don't need up to $100, just 50 donors for that project, and you qualify to get the grant. And the grant is actually automatic. Once you qualify, you get the grant. We have a number of people that have already benefited from this grant in this year. Celebrities among them. Aproko Doctor has benefited from this grant on his project on supporting for health services for people that can't afford to pay their health requirements, health bills. We have Nikki Laoye. She has also supported in her Buy a Cane project to provide, she provided 100 canes for the blind people this year. We have another project that was executed just last week at Festac to provide health outreach and food for the less privileged at Festac just here. And I think over 295 families benefited from that, and quite a number. So people are collecting these funds. That's the point I'm making. So you can also be a part of them. And the process of setting up on Git, this is the site. Just come on board. Once you register, you put up your documents. There are 3 major documents that are required for the checks: your corporate affairs, your incorporation registration certificate, right? Valid means of identification, so we know who we're getting into a partnership with, and the memorandum of articles of association for us to have information on who the trustees of the foundation are. This is because we want to know who we're partnering with, because once you come on the platform, you immediately become a partner on giving.ng. And then this is what I was just speaking to. This is actually within the platform. Please, can you help us, our technical team, can you go back 1 or 2 slides? Okay, I've spoken to this. This is what it looks like for you to, this is where you register, so you can register either as an individual or a registered body. You can please go forward. Once you confirm your email and log in, you get into your dashboard. And in your profile, you confirm who you are, give us more information on you, and then upload your CAC, valid ID, and articles of incorporation. Once your due diligence checks are done, you can start fundraising immediately. And once the funds meet the threshold, you can actually get your grant. You can actually get your grant within a month. Once you log on, register, put up your documents, start your campaign, and then that's it as basic as ABC. And the beautiful thing about it is that it is self-service. You can do it from anywhere across Nigeria. You can do it from anywhere across the country. We would just like to mention this because we've also gotten feedback that some people said, okay, they can get up to 100 people, which is why we got the should I say reduction in numbers for the Nigerian network of NGO members. You have to first share with your community. Every NGO has to have a community, a set of people that believe in what you do, starting with, of course, family and friends. You share with your community, you let them know how much progress you're achieving. That's why I spoke to detailed reports. You communicate results once you've executed the project, and then you appreciate them. And the thing is, people innately want to do good. Most people, if I'll clarify that, want to do good. So once they're carried along, they know what is happening. They know how next time you call on them, they'll be willing to support that project. Because some people are in their offices, they can't really go out, but you are the ones on the field, and they actually need you to also need to give back to society and for different purposes, including eternal purposes. Now we have quite a number of partners. So working with us also does not just give you the opportunity for grants. We also support with communication. We also support with promoting your project on social media. We also support with sharing your project with our database. We have quite a huge database of about over 100,000 people across, actually across the globe, because some of the people on our database are outside Nigeria. And then to speak to that also, the beautiful thing about giving.ng is that we can receive you can receive donations from anywhere across the globe. So if you have somebody that wants to donate to that your cause and the person is in the UK, our platform enables that donation to be possible. And we also have multiple ways of making donations on giving.ng. It's not just via card. You can donate via USSD on giving.ng. You can donate via transfer on giving.ng. And the way there's something we're also working on, but let me not let the cat out of the bag. So these are different options of how people can make donations to make it convenient, depending on who or what the donor would prefer to do to support your project. Now there's something additional I'd like to mention here. So please, can technical team take us back to the health slide that you wanted to share, and then I said we should. Thank you so much. So there's something additional we just thought to share. Like I mentioned earlier, we're constantly thinking of ways to support your work, because we think you're doing fantastic work supporting the less privileged in society. Now, what is this? This is a partnership we just sealed. And what does this do? It provides access to highly, highly, highly discounted health packages for you, your staff, and if it's an orphanage, you might actually be interested in providing for some of the children in the orphanage. And it is health insurance for as low as just 1,000 naira monthly. We know there are different health insurances available, but we thought this was unique when we said, okay, it will just cost just 12,000 naira in a full year, and you'll be able to access all the basic health requirements, because we are very much aware that 20,000 naira, 15,000 naira is what causes some people to die in some of our hospitals in Nigeria. And because we have chosen to support you, we also have provided this opportunity. If there's anyone that is interested, onboarding on giving.ng guarantees this for you. So it's an added benefit for you. Once you onboard on giving.ng, you get access to this significantly discounted health insurance that has so many benefits for you. If you're interested, please add an email to contact@giving.ng, and we will take the conversation forward. And you can do this for yourself, your staff, and they can get all the unique benefits that with this addition to it. Please, can you go back to that slide? Can you go back to that slide, the health insurance product? Thank you very much. Thank you. And we reassure you, we will continue seeking different ways to secure different kinds of partnerships that we think would benefit the work you do. But this is what we have for you now. And then the first month of this partnership is free. So you probably will have to pay just 11,000 naira for all the benefits that the health insurance covers. And at this point, we would like to say that is all for us for now, and we're ready to take questions. So if you have any questions for us, you can put it in the chat box or raise your hand. While we're waiting for the questions, I think I would hand over the virtual microphone to Mr. Oyebisi. Thank you for the opportunity, sir.
Many thanks, Mrs. Ibekwe, for that excellent presentation, and to also let us know that this is for life, and that, you know, all the bank charges that we would normally have paid can now be used for some good work by orphanages and also by non-profits. Yes. As mentioned, if you have any question, please drop in the box and the chat box, and we'll pick it up from there so that Mrs. Ibekwe can respond directly to any of the questions that you may have. Any questions? I mean, the presentation may have been very fairly straightforward. Open a bank account, and when you start using the bank account, you don't get to pay any charges. Someone in the chat is saying, awesome initiative coming from Sterling. Yes, it's very awesome and we're truly excited about it. And as Mrs. Ibekwe has said, it is the first in Africa. Someone is raising up a hand. Yes, I'll let you unmute yourself. Is it possible that she unmute Abubakar Askira? Can you please unmute him or her? I would rather prefer chat, but since I have one hand now, let me take that hand. Abubakar Askira.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mad. Thank you for your presentation. I wanted to ask on the bank opening account. I already have accounts with Sterling Bank for my organization, and I have like 3 or 4 based on the donors' requirements to open independent account for each project. I don't know how I'm going to like transfer these accounts to the care for Sterling, or I'm going to open new account for all of them. This is my concern.
Thank you, Mr. Abubakar. All you need to do is do a request, just do a letter, since you already have your documents with us. Do a letter to your account officer and ask them to open a free banking account, a Sterling Cares free banking account for you. So you can move the funds to that account and start using it. So it's a request for a sub account for you.
All right, thank you, ma.
You're welcome.
Excellent. So someone is asking in the chat box, can an organization run multiple fundraisers at the same time? Then the B part, can each of the fundraisers earn the grant when they reach the threshold of donations?
Yes. At this time, yes.
Okay, so both answers to the 2 questions, it's a yes. Okay, excellent. Rachel Nuhu Bremer is saying, I'm glad to be banking with Sterling Bank. What you're doing is wonderful and we appreciate you greatly. Thank you for this presentation. Okay, so I'll take one more and that I'm seeing now, and that's from Belahi Foundation. Can you please unmute this person so that we can hear his or her question?
Thank you, sir, Mr. ABC. And I would like to appreciate Mrs. Olapeju for this presentation. Please, I want to ask, my project has been accepted on giving.ng, but I really want to know how to start fundraising on the platform. I don't know yet. Do you understand what I mean?
Okay, so if I get you correctly, you have registered on giving.ng. You have uploaded all your documents. Am I right?
Yes.
But you don't know how to start a campaign.
Yes.
Okay, so that is fine. I think it is, if you can oblige us with your phone number in the chat group now, my colleague will call you immediately after this session. But for the benefit of everybody, for the benefit of everyone in the room, there's actually, it's actually easy for you to know there's a static campaign, there's a static cost button within your dashboard on the platform. But someone will call you, just put your phone number here, and the product manager will call you and take you through that this morning.
Okay, then my second question is about the opening accounts with Sterling. We have already had an account before. Do we still need to open? Is there any different benefits this new account is going to give to us, or we should continue with the other account we have? Do you understand what I ask?
Yes. So this account, Sterling Cares, ensures that you never ever pay bank charges again.
Okay.
That is the major benefit from it. you don't pay bank charges again. So if you want to continue paying bank charges, you can continue with your existing account. But if you are interested in saving that money and using it for something else, then please, you can just do a letter for this account to be opened for you as a sub account, and you can do your transactions through the Sterling Cares account. Does that answer your question, ma'am?
Yes. Thank you, ma. God bless you.
So
Thank
someone
you.
is also asking. You're welcome, ma'am. Someone is also asking, do we need a Sterling Care account to receive money from giving?
No. So giving and Sterling Cares are completely different. Giving.ng and Sterling Cares. So whatever account you choose to use on giving.ng, your funds will be moved to that account. So wherever that account is in any bank, once you raise your funds and that is the account you want the funds to be moved into, we would move it to that account. So you understand? So they're different. You don't need a Sterling Cares account to use giving, neither do you need giving to use a Sterling Cares account. However, once you open a Sterling Cares account, we would also want you to leverage the benefits that giving.ng provides. It's just that it is more beneficial for you once you finish crowdfunding to move the funds to an account that would ensure that all the money you've raised is what you have accessible to use. That's all. But it is still your choice.
Okay.
I will say this because we realize that some NGOs have so many board of trustees, and getting all of them to approve can take some time, and you have your project to execute. We'll move it to whichever account will work for you to be able to execute that project as soon as possible. Sir, I wanted to make an addition, if you don't mind, sir.
Please go ahead, man.
The addition I wanted to make is that if the project you want to raise funds for is an emergency and it is less than ₦1 million, it's a matter of life and death. Once you put it up on giving.ng, we will pay for the entire money. We'll take up the entire cost. We are not going to be waiting for the crowd. We will become the only crowd, because this we realize also that from accidents, some people actually die for treatment that will cost just 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira, and we have these funds available as grants. So once that project comes on giving.ng, we'll pay it, because a life is priceless. So I wanted to mention it because this is also a critical addition, because it's under health and it's an emergency. We'll take it up completely.
Okay, brilliant. Let me ask you this final question on the Sterling Cares account. Then we will now go to the presentation on giving.ng, which will provide more context and more information to participants. Josephine Yes is asking, we just opened the Sterling Care account. I was asked to make a deposit of 15,000 naira for such etc. I thought it's a no charges account.
Thank you very much. I believe that wherever you made that, wherever you open that account, I understand that search is something that is CAC that takes that money. That's the Corporate Affairs Commission and the legal team. So it's also something that is beyond the bank or the foundation. So I believe that is something from the Corporate Affairs Commission to verify who you are and your existence and whether you're registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission. Okay, someone just put the general fee paid in the corporate account. Okay, so thank you.
Yeah, so these are conversations we probably would be having with Sterling One and Sterling Bank to see some of these regulatory challenges that they are seeing, and we'll see how we can escalate that to the Corporate Affairs Commission and others. I think I'll take this last one from Angela, then we can move to the next session. Hello, about account opening. Should all the trustees provide their BVN? Is it not okay for only the signatories to the accounts to provide BVN? I ask because they may be hesitant about releasing BVN.
Okay, when it comes to BVN, I believe that will be, so let's know this, right? At the foundation, we're not bankers. So we take the recommendation from our banking partner. I believe BVN is also being used by the regulators to really know who is behind what. You understand? I believe they're using it to really know who is behind what. And I say this because I've also done some registrations and they request for the similar information. And because I know that most of the NGOs that we partner with, they don't have anything to hide. I don't see it as an issue at all. So if they request for it, I think we can oblige them because we're also aware that all of these organizations are highly regulated and the regulation is also for our benefit.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Ibekwe. We've really enjoyed that session, and I'm sure there'll be more questions. But let's take this second presentation, and then if there are more questions that relate to Sterling Cares, we can escalate to Mrs. Ibekwe. But the next session, I'll be talking about
the entire session, sir.
Sorry?
I'd actually spoken to the entire session.
Oh, so you've taken giving.ng and also Sterling Cares. Then
yes,
we can take more questions then. So let's take more questions.
Take more questions. And when we can also get the product manager to maybe do a demo for us. I'll see if that can be arranged. But in the meantime, we can take more questions.
Okay, so someone is asking, what are the requirements to getting a grant? That's the first question. And the second is, are there some projects that are not acceptable? And what's the minimum amounts to raise on the platform?
Okay, so that's a lot of questions. I'll take them one after the other. I'll probably start from the last. There is no minimum amount to raise from the platform. There's no minimum, there's no maximum. It depends on what you need because we can't know your project as much as you. That's number one. So we have no limits, no minimum or maximum on what to raise on the platform, number one. Number two, to be able to access the giving.ng grants, your project should be either in health, education, food security, or renewable energy sectors. And why? We consider these sectors as the most critical sectors for the development of any society and a major need for reduction of poverty in Nigeria because our mission is actually to reduce poverty as much as possible, which is why we have these interventions for you to support you on the front line doing this fantastic work. So I've spoken to that also on what you need to access the grant and then get at least 100 donors on your project. A member of Nigerian Network of NGOs get at least 50 donors on your project. And once we're able to do due diligence to verify that it's a registered organization with the CAC recognized by the federal government of Nigeria and doing great work that we expect them to be doing, please, you get the grants like within a week maximum. Did I miss any other questions, sir?
Not sure. I'm asking you another one from Ibrahim Ido. I have uploaded necessary documents on giving.ng for over a week. It is yet to be approved, which is stalling creating our cost.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ibrahim. I believe the due diligence checks are ongoing. Could you please just put your details in this chat box now, and the team will follow up with the due diligence team to know what the holdup is all about, and that will be sorted also.
Okay, thank you. This next question is for the Nigerian Network of NGOs. What are the steps old members can take to revalidate their membership? This is for cases where one has not been active in the association for some years. We're happy to have you back, and you only just need to send an email to the email address I'm going to type here, and then every other conversation will be picked up. You just pick up from where you have left us, and your membership is revalidated. So if you send an email to timothy@tripleng.org, then it would pick up the conversation with you. But it's fairly easy. If you are on the platform already, all you just need to do is to send us a letter to say you're reactivated. But if you're no longer on our database, because we may have deleted some data off our database because of data protection policies, then you would have to re-register, then start the process all over. Can you please mute the person that is talking at the moment? So just send an email to Timothy and we're fine. Someone is also asking, how can one register for the NNNGO? I'll put the website here now, www.nnngo.org. Get on that website, click on membership, click on join us, and you have the application form. The membership benefits are all there and the membership fees are also there. We look forward to welcoming you. Dewdrop's Care Development is saying, as an orphanage about to start operation with all its assets in place and already opening 2 current accounts, is it possible to open a sterling bank account to raise funds for other requirements needed for the orphanage? What then are the procedural guidelines? What also are the procedures for registering with giving.ng? Mrs. Ibekwe.
Thank you for the question. I'll do a quick recap. For the account opening, there's a list of documents that usually you need to open any NGO account in Nigeria. And these include the account opening from valid means of identification for your signatories, a letter authorizing you to open the account from your board, duly signed by the chairman and the secretary, the certificate of registration, the Corporate and Affairs Commission document, valid means of identification, international passport or driver's license, a visitation to your venue, SCUMO, and we already spoke to us having a session on that January, February 2022. Those documents filled and shared with the bank to open the account for you. Is it possible? Yes, that's the process that will be gone through for that to be done. A link will be shared with us once we're done, once we're rounding up, for you to put in your details. And we're going to get one of our representatives to engage you and basically hold your hand and hold you through this process and attend to any challenges you might meet on the way. And now that's it for opening the account. And yes, you can use it to raise funds for any purpose you need it for. It can be for the operations of your foundation. It might be for fundraising. It might be for fundraising, for accepting and accessing a new grant. Whatever it is that you need the account for, we're here to support you.
Yes, thank you very much for that presentation. And then this question from Samuel Okoji. This presentation is fantastic. Went to your office in Aba, to be precise, Azikwe branch. The staff could not assist me, thereby referring me to someone. My question is, does it mean that the account is anchored by a special staff branch?
No, it is not. And thank you for this feedback. We'll definitely do some more engagement within with our partner bank, Sterling Bank. And then on this, you'll be engaged. Samuel Okoji, please. I'd like to request for the team lead handling Sterling case to please follow up with him and ensure his process is followed through. No, it is not. It's accessible anywhere in Nigeria.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for that response. I appreciate.
You're welcome.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Any other question? Let me check whether there's a hand raised. I have Samira who is raising up her hand. Samira, can you please unmute and ask your question directly?
Hello, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My question is for Ma'am Olapeju. I would like to know, is it possible if because I know giving.ng is a strictly domiciled in Nigeria, it's a Nigerian account, but is it possible to have a domiciliary account as well in the event that you have donors from outside the country that would want to donate to the cause, but they only run a domiciliary account and you have to have a domiciliary account for them to fund you, and then it can be converted in the bank? So is it possible, my question now, is it possible to have both a Naira account as well as domiciliary account for in giving.ng. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Samira. I would like to quickly make a correction. Giving.ng is not a bank account. Giving.ng is a crowdfunding platform. It's a digital crowdfunding platform to help you raise funds leveraging the crowd, leveraging your community, and your community can be within or outside Nigeria. That's giving.ng. Now, Sterling Cares is a bank account with Sterling Bank. And yes, you can open a domiciliary account for anybody across the globe to send you funds in dollars or in pounds, or yes, dollars and pounds and euros. Yes, those are the three major currencies. Yes, you can open a domiciliary account with your Sterling Cares account to access these funds. Samira, is that clear?
Yes, perfect. You've made my day. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other
I'm glad
questions?
she has made your day. So someone is asking, Aderi Bigbe Abiodun, what can Triple NGO do about SCUML? We have been trying to get it for more than a year. They keep rejecting our application, saying the document is not clear, even when the documents are scanned using high quality printers. This is a challenge that is common to majority of nonprofits. We have flagged it with SCUML, and we have also told them areas where they needed to improve for this to be addressed. As a matter of fact, when we met with banks across the country some time this year, they also flagged this as a challenge. And at the moment, we're working with SCUML to be able to address that. It requires them expanding their web server, all right, such that that web server can take more than 2 MB. I have the commitment of the director to say that that server is being revamped, and even the site itself, and that we should be able to have more bandwidth in the coming months or thereabout. But again, we'll continue to escalate this to SCUML, and again, continue to find ways of ensuring that nonprofits can register with ease, as it were. So again, this is a challenge that we know. This is one challenge that we'll continue to provide feedback to SCUML on, and they've also told us the challenges that they have, but they are escalating this as much as possible. So in the meantime, just again, keep the complaints coming so that we can continue to use it again to engage with SCUML. But at this time, they would need to get their servers right, and I'm told that they're working on that. I hope that helps as much as possible. Due drops again. We must admit that this is a fantastic forum, and we're incredibly grateful for your existence. Thank you for being a helping hand. Please, is there any way we could have a contact to get through to the giving.ng? I think she wants a personal contact. Yes, maybe your email address, someone from the team, so that they can reach out to you.
Contact@giving.ng is the email address. And if you're a member of Triple NGO, you can get my direct number from Mr. Oyebisi.
Okay, so if you're a member of Triple NGO, there you go. Now, now someone is asking, Raquel Nuhu Bima, for the NNNGO platform, I realize that part of the requirement is having annual report and audited account. What should an organization with no such information do? Are there useful helps from NNNGO to assist such new NGOs to acquire such information? Yes, there is. And I do think that if you're a nonprofit that is a year old, of course, you should already start thinking over a year, you should already have your audit reports and also your financial statements. Again, please send an email to timothy@nnngo.org. Timothy handles our membership, and he's also the finance manager. He has experience in all of these things and will be able to guide you. I think we do also have some templates that you can use, and if you follow the template very well, it helps you to address this challenge like immediately and fairly easy. So again, I'll retype his email address here: timothy@nnngo.org, and it will be able to provide some guidance. Whether you are a member of the network or not, it would be able to provide some guidance in this regard. Please note that Timothy is going on holidays from today, and the best time to catch him will be January 4, just so you know. Let's see whether there are any other questions for Mrs. Ibekwe or myself. And I'm just checking to be sure I've not missed any question.
Okay.
Otherwise, are there any other thoughts that you want to give Mrs. Ibekwe?
Okay. If you permit me, I wanted to mention there's a link to a feedback form posted by Izioma Akabike in the chat box. So we would really value your feedback. Like I mentioned, we want to serve you better, and most of the things we've been doing has been because we got feedback from you. So please, we would appreciate your feedback. I think the link is bit.ly giving funds feedback form. So please share your feedback. Please help us fill it and share your feedback, and it will help us to serve you better. And it is also very good for those that want to benefit from giving.ng. For adventure, you still have additional questions, we'll be able to reach out to you directly. If you want to also open the Sterling Cares account, and you want to go through the process with one of us, you can please put in your details and share the feedback. And then also, if you want to benefit from the highly discounted health insurance, please share your feedback. And then we will be able to reach out to you to ensure that you get all these benefits in 2022.
Thank you for mentioning the health insurance. It's one area that we also need to pay attention to as nonprofits, because part of the regulatory requirements, though not mandatory at this time in the law, is saying that we must have health insurance for our staffs. However, the new review of that law is now making it mandatory. So nonprofits need to pay attention to that. Let's take care of our health.
Fantastic.
Yeah, go ahead.
I said someone is asking if the slides will be available.
Yes, I was going to that. Yes. She just said, thank you for this wonderful presentation. Will the slides for this session be shared? Or is there a blog spot we can refer to this initiative, given the NGO of Sterling Cares?
The slides will be shared.
Excellent. And also there's a website on Sterling Cares on the Sterling Bank's website. Mrs. Ibekwe will pay for this advert. You can register on Giving now via this link, www.giving.ng. That is, you can register for giving.ng. Of course, let me emphasize that if you're not a member of the Nigerian network of NGOs, you register on giving.ng, you would have to look for 100 supporters. However, if you're a member of the Nigerian network of NGOs, I've negotiated with giving.ng to say our member should only look for supporters. Just our partnership with and we're really enjoying the partnership. We're also excited about the Sterling Cares product, the first in Nigeria, the first in Africa, and we're super proud that in the year 2021 of our Lord, even within all the pandemic and all the challenges that we have faced, we still have some good news. Any other thoughts, any other questions as we try to round up? It's been a very engaging year with lots of challenges and opportunities, and with lots of goodies from Sterling Care and Sterling Bank, and also giving.ng. We do hope that 2022, yes, we can have a training on how to embark on fundraising campaigns, especially for those that have registered on giving.ng, so that they are able to plan their campaigns, learn how to fundraise online, learn what it means to target their donors and cultivate their donors so well. And hopefully we can plan these to be physical gatherings. Of course, we can do 30 each per batch. And I think as Triple NGO would be happy to commit to developing a model and working with you in ensuring that we're able to deliver some of these trainings. Because I mean, this platform, the money is there. We just need to find the right systems and processes for it to be taken. And Mrs. Ibe is also happy to spend the money. So why are we not taking the money? Any other question before we round up? I think there's another post here. Someone is saying, we are so proud of you all. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you so much. This means a lot to us. This means a lot to us. Someone is just joining due to bad network. Don't worry, the recordings will be shared with everyone on this platform, and you can listen to it at your earliest convenience. So far, we've spoken about Sterling Cares, a bank account that provides you with no charges for life on your banking transactions. Of course, there would be some statutory charges, but you know, the charges that needs to go to Sterling Bank has been waived on this account. Of course, we've also spoken about giving.ng, which is also a platform where you can raise money 110%, and the money goes to you. You don't have to bank Sterling Bank to use giving.ng. Whatever bank you're using, that money will be sent to it. The beauty of this giving.ng also is that there are matching grants where you can be able to access close to 1 million naira if your activities excite giving.ng in the areas of health. And what other areas again, Mrs. Ibe?
Education, renewable energy, food security.
Excellent, excellent. And someone is asking, Gimba Dennis, how do I register with the NGO community? Again, if you want to register, just go to our website, which I'm typing out here. Again, www.tripleng.org. There you would see all of the information about our membership benefits, our application form, and also your benefits and possibilities. Note that if you register today, nobody would attend to you until January 4th. It's the end of the year, and we're trying to have some work-life balance. Onyemachi is saying, SCUMUL, is there any other alternative to SCUMUL? Unfortunately, no. That is the only regulatory agency in charge of anti-money laundering and countering of terrorism financing. And the law gives them the powers to, at the moment, register non-profits that would like to open a bank account. Again, we understand the challenges non-profits are facing. We have really working hard to ensure that SCUMUL gets its systems right and that non-profits are able to register seamlessly. There's a link to a campaign on giving.ng. It's a YouTube video. Take time over the holidays to watch it so that you're able to raise the money on giving.ng. Any other thoughts from colleagues at giving.ng, Sterling Cares Foundation, Sterling One and Sterling Cares as we round up? Closing thoughts?
We would just like to really sincerely appreciate Mr. Oyebisi. Thank you so much for making time out to join us on this close to Christmas webinar. We know you're literally closed for the year, but you made this time out. Thank you so much. I would also like to appreciate everyone in the room. We're really humbled because we didn't expect this much people really at this time of the year, and it just shows your commitment and your passion to the work you do. I would like to say thank you so much. The final words I'd like to say is please follow us on social media at giving.ng, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn, where you can get up-to-date information on anything you want. And if you even have questions or inquiries, you can reach out to us on social media, slide into our DM, and we will respond to you. It's one of the major ways we can also easily respond to you. Yes, so I'd like to say thank you and do have a wonderful Merry Christmas and a fantastic 2022.
Thank you so much, and we look forward to more engagements in 2022 with Sterling. banks, telling the product, and also giving.ng. And on this note, let me wish you all a great start for 2022 and to say, may God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bless you too. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye. Have a happy
Thank
holiday.
you. Bye.
Thank-
Happy
Bye.
holiday.
Thank you so
Merry
much.
Christmas in
Bye.
advance. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.